Fresno's comes back and wins. Santa Maria will put up a three. Bang! Santa Maria!
Here's Warner. Here comes a headed jam. Counted for two. Field. Adios! And the Falcons win on a walk-off. And it's saved. What a game. Cortez smacked to the left.
That is gone!
Block for Perez. That's my play. Off the backboard. Counted and a win.
And a win! Brian Perez wins the game for the Santa Rosa Warriors, and they go nuts, and why not?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we are here getting ready for the start of our second game between Corpus Christi King and Corpus Christi Moody. I'm Mark Molina, and we are here at Cabinets Field, and we are in the middle of the starting lineup for the King Mustangs. So let's start with leadoff hitter City Barmore, followed by Mercedes Salinas in the 2 spot. Batting third, Maya Gonzalez. In the 4th spot, Lauren Harper. Batting 5th, Brooke Montes. Number 9, Faith Cantu. Batting 6th. In the 7th spot, Frankie Estrada. Number 26, Libby Foster. In the 8th spot. In the 9th spot, Angelina.
Center fielder number 2, Jewel Canada. Batting 6, shortstop number 18, Sienna Miller.
Alacron. That's going to be the King Mustangs starting lineup. And over for the Moody Trojans, number 12, Abigail Garza leading things off, followed by Danielle Pompa. Batting 3rd, Serena Gonzalez. Batting 4th, Marissa Garcia. Batting 5th, Jewel Guerra. Batting 6th, Sienna Miller. Amaya Nunez batting 7th. In the 8th spot, Meredith Sanchez and Alyssa Garza. In the 9th spot for the Moody Trojans. In the circle, Danielle Pompa. And for King, it's going to be Frankie Estrada. So keep it here, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back after the national anthem.
Remember, silence is a form of respect, and everyone should remain standing until the national anthem is played.
We'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Keep it here. This is Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you, Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Real Sports Live, and we're coming to you from Cabinets Field, leading off here for the King Lady Mustangs, facing Danielle Pompa in the circle for the Moody Lady Trojans. we have Sydney Barmore.
Now for the Mustangs, center fielder number 11, Sydney Barmore.
So Barmore stepping up to the plate first for Corpus Christi King. And here's the first pitch, and that one gonna be a base hit, lead off for Barmore. And that one just bounces in favor there, right over the glove of Pompa.
Next plate number 13, Mercedes Salinas.
And here comes Mercedes Salinas, number 13, coming up next with the runner on first and no outs. And this pitch comes in inside for ball number 1. So a leadoff single here by Barmore puts a runner on for King. And here comes Mercedes Salinas, 1-0 in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. Thank you guys for joining us. If you were here for the first game, Carroll defeating Victoria West 15-5 in 6 innings. Here's the throw over to second, not in time. And the runner is going to move over to second. Going to put a runner on at second base. And here's a pitch, and this one's going to be fouled out by Salinas. Count 1-1 now. Actually, count 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And this pitch comes in high and outside for ball number 3. So the count's 3-1. And here's the pitch, and that's going to be a walk. So a base hit and a walk. For King to lead things off. And here comes Maya Gonzalez with a runner in scoring position now. And a rough start for Pompa, allowing a leadoff single, walks the second batter, and runners at the corner, nobody out here for Gonzalez, and this pitch comes in. There's a throw. And the count here 0-2 now. So runners now at second and third. And this one's going to come up foul. And that's going to be the first out of the inning. And she tried to bunt with 2 outs, with 2 strikes, so it's going to be an automatic out there. And Lauren Harper coming up now. And this ball gets away. And it's going to come in for ball number 1. So runners at second and third, one out for Lauren Harper. And this one's going to be fouled off by Harper for strike number one. One's across the board, one ball, one strike, one out. So one ball, one strike, one out. Here's a pitch. This one comes in outside for ball number two. And this pitch comes in inside for strike number two, around that inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. And here's a pitch. This one comes in a little high for ball number 3. Count moves full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that's going to be strike 3 as Harper's going to go down looking for the second out of the inning. So here comes Brooke Montes now. Two on, 2 out for Montes. And this one going to be hit in the gap, and 1 run's going to come in for an RBI double. And it's a 1-0 lead here for King. With the runners now on second and third. And here comes Faith Cantu now. And Cantu puts this one in play. The third baseman's got it, and there's the throw for the 5-3 ground out. So 1 run comes in on 2 hits. There was no errors, and there was 2 left on base for King in the top of the first inning. So that's going to, we're headed to the bottom of the first inning. Give it here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back. Huh? Yeah, it's dumb. Madison.
Army, but we have many soldiers, from the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history. There are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Abigail Garza leading things off here for Corpus Christi Moody in the bottom of the first. King puts up a run with 2 hits in the top of the first inning. We're here in the bottom of the first. And this pitch comes in for ball number 1. Count moves to 2-0. And Garza gonna get a piece of that one and foul it off for strike number 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the next pitch from Estrada, and this one way outside for ball number 3. So 3-1 the count here. Three balls, 1 strike here. And this pitch comes in outside, and it's going to be a walk here. And here comes the Moody starting pitcher, Pompa. With the runner on, nobody out. And this pitch comes in for strike number 1. And Pompa pops this one up, and the second baseman gets under it but can't make the catch, and she makes the throw, and there's going to be the out. But Pompa's going to reach on an error.
Next to pick number 6, Serena Gonzalez.
So we got 1 out here, and here comes Serena Gonzalez. Actually, they're going to call out a fielder's choice there, so Pompa going to get on first on a fielder's choice. And King's going to get the force there at second, so 1 out here, and there's a pitch, and there's a throw, and Pompa gets on safely at second. And this one right up the middle from Gonzalez. That's going to be a base hit. It's going to be an RBI single. And it's going to tie the game up at 1-1. So here comes Marissa Garcia. That's going to be strike number 1. So 0-1 the count, runner on first, 1 out. So we call that strike 2. Looks like that might have gotten a piece of it, but did not. So 0-2 the count now. Runner moves over to second. So here comes the officials. They gonna talk it out here. And the Blues asking for a second opinion, so we'll see. So 0-2 the count, runner at second. 1 out here for Marissa Garcia. And Garcia gets a piece of that one and pops it up. And the second baseman gets under it, makes this play for out number 2. And here comes Jewel Guerra. And Guerra is going to pop this one up over to short, and that's going to be out number 3. So there was 1 run coming across on 1 hit. There was no errors, and there was 1 left on base for Moody in the bottom of the first inning. So we're through 1. We're headed to the second. Keep it here. This is Real Sports Live.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the second inning coming up. Frankie Estrada leading things off here for Corpus Christi King. Mustangs putting across 1 run on 2 hits in the top of the first. Moody answers back with a run on 1 hit. Courtesy of Serena Gonzalez, RBI single to bring in Danielle Pompa to tie things up. So top of the second, here we go. Here's the first pitch from Pompa coming in for strike number 1. And Estrada going to foul this one off and make the count 0-2. And this one comes in low and outside for ball number 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here. And this pitch on the outside corner for strike number 3. And Estella goes down looking. And here comes Libby Foster. With 1 out, nobody on here. swings and misses, does Foster for strike number 1. Count moves to 0-1. And this pitch comes in inside for ball 1. One's across the board, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And here's Foster, going to record a base hit here. It takes a couple of bounces, and she's going to get on base. So runner on first, 1 out here. And Jelena Aloced coming up to bat now. First pitch comes in for a ball, so 1 ball, no strikes here. And Aloced is going to foul this one off for strike number 1. And this pitch comes in for strike number 2. So the count moves to 1-2. And Aloced is going to fly out over to left field for out number 2. So 2 out, 1 on here. And back to the top of the lineup, Sydney Barmore. Barmore with the leadoff single back in the top of the first inning. And Barmore swings and misses there on the first pitch for strike number 1. And a runner comes in over to second, so base runner moves over now. And swing and a miss for strike number 2. No balls, 2 strikes for Barmore. I want to thank everybody for watching. A lot going on here tonight. We had this is the second part of a double header. And this pitch comes in outside, and there's the bad throw on trying to throw out the runner at third. So the runner advances into scoring position now. And it's a 1-2 count here for Barmore. And this one's going to be fouled off by Barmore. Count going to stay at 1-2. So we have the doubleheader here. We have some baseball down in the valley. Los Fresno's Harlingen South, Harlingen, Brownsville, Hannah, Sherryland High and Idea Quest and girls soccer. And strike number 3 for out number 3. So no runs on 1 hit. There was no errors. And there was 1 left on base for King in the top of the 2nd inning. So heading over, Moody due up in the bottom of the 2nd. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Trojans. Coming up, keep it here. This is Real Sports Live.
But we have many soldiers, from the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history. There are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 2nd inning, leading off here for the Trojans, Sienna Miller. So Sienna Miller, Maya Nunez, and Meredith Sanchez due up here for Moody in the bottom of the 2nd inning as his first pitch comes in, gets away for ball number 1. And Miller grounds out over to 2nd, it looked like, but she's going to get on an error at 2nd base. So runner at first, nobody out. Amaya Nunez coming to the plate for Lady Trojans. And this pitch gets away from the catcher, and runner on first going to advance over to 2nd. So it's going to be an 0-1 count, and we're going to have a timeout in the circle as King wanting to talk about it a little bit. It's a 1-1 game, each team bringing in a run in the 1st inning. King comes up empty in the top of the 2nd, and here we are in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Nobody out, 1 on here for the Moody Lady Trojans. And everything all set here as Amaya Nunez settles back in. She's behind the count, 0-1 here. With Sienna Miller at 2nd. And this one going to be fouled off for Nunez. And this pitch comes in for the strikeout. And that's out number 1 as Nunez goes out looking. And here comes Meredith Sanchez, 1 on, 1 out here. And Sanchez puts this one in play. Estrada's got it, and she sends it over to first for the putout. And the runner moves over. So the runner moves over to 3rd, 2 out. And here comes Alyssa Garza with the runner in scoring position. And 2 outs. And this ball comes in for strike number 1. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This one comes in for strike number 2. So the count now at 0-2, 2 outs, runner left in scoring position for Moody as they try to drive this one home to take the lead. And Estrada trying to get out of this inning unscathed here. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This one comes in low for ball number 1. One ball, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch. And this one's going to be a 4-3 ground out to end the inning. So no runs on no hits. There was 1 error, and there was 1 left on base for Moody in the bottom of the 2nd inning. So we're through 2, headed to the 3rd inning. Keep it here. This is Real Sports Live. Back after this.
Since COVID-19 hit, we saw that there was quite a decrease in our sales. We had heard from another business that EDC was helping people with grants, and so we decided to give it a shot, and we were accepted. I would encourage you to contact the EDC and see if you qualify for one of these grants.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the 3rd inning. Salinas, Gonzalez, Harper due up for Corpus Christi King here in the top of the 3rd inning. And Salinas reached base on balls last time out. And Salinas gets things started here as she sends this one foul, which all the way over to the left for strike number 1. No balls, 1 strike. And swing and a miss here for strike number 2. So 0-2 the count here for Salinas, the leadoff batter in the top of the 3rd inning. And this ball comes in low and outside for ball number 1. One and 2 the count. Here's the pitch from Bompa. And this one's going to be sent over to the 3rd baseman. There's a throw, not on the bag, but a good little turn and twist there to be able to tag the batter out for 5-3 out. So here comes Maya Gonzalez, 0 for 1 on the night. Striking out the last time she was at the plate in the top of the 1st inning. And this pitch comes in high for ball number 1. And this pitch comes in low and inside For ball two. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out, nobody on here for Maya Gonzalez. And this pitch comes in high, and the count's now 3-0 for Gonzalez. And swing and a miss there for strike number 2, or strike number 1 rather. So the count now 3-1. And Gonzalez was being so ahead in the count, why not swing at that one? And this one comes in for strike number 2. Now the count moves over to full. Here's the 3-2 pitch. This one gets away. Wild pitch, and a runner's going to get on via walk. Here comes Lauren Harper. Harper lays down the bunt, and there's the 1-3 put out, and it's going to move the runners over, or one runner over to second, and that's going to be out number 2. And here comes Brooke Montes. 1 on, 2 outs. This pitch comes in a little inside for ball number 1. So we are top of the 3rd inning, 1-1 game. King at bat. Runner on, 2 out. And there's a throw. And the runner's going to be safe. And they're going to call her out. And that's going to be the 3rd out of the inning. See if we catch this on a replay, and there's the runner, and there's the throw. Looked like it was in time, and there was foot on the bag there. So looks like a wrong call there. But we are through 2.5 and bottom of the 3rd inning coming up. Keep it here, ladies and gentlemen. This is Real Sports Live. Back after this.
One army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history. There are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are headed to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Due up top of the lineup, it's going to be Abigail Gadasa leading off here in the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Moody Lady Trojans. Bottom of the 3rd. And Abigail Gadasa reached base on balls her first time around. And this pitch comes in a little outside, and that's going to be called strike number 1. Another pitch outside. 1-1 the count here. And Garza. Gonna foul that one off for strike number 2. Chasing that one there a little bit. Looks like she kind of chased it inside there. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And Garza gets a piece of that one. And she's gonna foul it off. Over the net here to the left. Count going to stay at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Here's the delivery from Estrada. And Garza pops it up over the pitcher. And she's going to get on base with the leadoff single. And here comes Pompa. Coming to the plate with the runner on. No out. She reached on a fielder's choice last time up. And this pitch coming in outside. One on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Danielle Pompa ahead in the count, 1-0. Pompa shows bunt, pulls away, and there's the throw, sliding in. Is Garza. She gets on the bag in time. So runner moves over to second now. And the pitch count now at 2-0 for Danielle Pompa. Here's a pitch. This one outside. Count moves to 3-0 now. And this one comes in low, and they're going to call that one a strike. So that low inside corner hit there by Estrada. So the 3-1 count now. And this pitch comes in inside for ball number 4. So runners at the corners, and then Pompa moves over. So now runners at second and third now. And here comes Serena Gonzalez. RBI single in the bottom of the 1st inning last time up. And here she comes to the plate. 2 on. Runners at the corner as Pompa moves back over to first base. And now runners at second and third. So 1-0, and the throw over to first, and a runner's going to come in. So the run comes in. It's now 2-1. Runner at third for Marissa Garcia. And this one gets away. Catcher doesn't know where it went. And another run's going to score. This one on a pass ball. And Pompa's going to come in. So Marissa Garcia at the plate. Count 1-0. Nobody on. And Garcia lays it down. And there's the throw just in time as she makes it over to first and nearly beats out the throw from the pitcher Estrada. So here comes Jewel Guerra. First pitch comes in for a strike. So the count now 0-2. And Guerra gets a piece of it and sends it foul. Count going to stay at 0-2. Guerra 0 for 1 on the night. And the 0-2 pitch from Estrada coming. Here's the windup. The delivery is there. It comes in for strike number 3, and Guerra goes down looking. And that's going to end the inning as 2 runs come in for Moody on 1 hit. And no errors and nobody left on base for Moody in the bottom of the 3rd. So we're through 3 and we're headed to the 4th inning. Keep it here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. This is Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the 4th inning. Corpus Christi King coming up to bat as they trail 3-1. 2 runs coming for Moody in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and leading off for King is going to be number 6, Brooke Montes. She's 1 for 1 on the night, 2 RBI double back in the top of the 1st inning to score the game's first run, and we'll see what Montes has here as she steps to the plate. She was closing off she was at bat the last inning, but a runner getting thrown out at 3rd, and she comes back now. pitch comes in outside for ball number 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And here's a pitch, and Montes with the leadoff base hit. It's going to be a single here. And she's now 2 for 2 on the night. So 1 on, nobody out here. Here's a pitch and a bunt being laid down by Cantu. It goes foul. Faith Cantu 0 for 1 on the night. 5-3 ground out last time she was at the plate, top of the first inning. So the count 0-1 now. Runner on first. Here in the top of the 4th. And this one going to be called foul. Oh, they're going to... Wouldn't foul right before it crossed the bag, so they're going to bring you back now. The count's going to be 0-2, I believe. And that's going to be the 3rd strike as Cantu goes down for out number 1. And here comes the pitcher, Frankie Estrada. 1 down, 1 runner on. Estrada 0 for 1, striking out last time she was at the plate. In the top of the 2nd inning where she led off. This pitch comes in high for ball number 1. And Estrada hits it over to the 3rd baseman, who makes it over to 2nd, not in time. So Estrada on the fielder's choice. So 2 on with 1 out here. And here comes Libby Foster. Foster 1 for 1 on the night with the single back in the top of the 2nd inning. And this one gets through and runners on now. Or rather, the runners move over to 2nd and 3rd. Runners now in scoring position. Counts 1-0. This pitch way inside, going to be called ball number 2. So now the count moves over to 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes for Libby Foster. Here's a pitch from Pompa. Foster swings, misses it for strike number 1. And Foster going to foul that one off, even the count up at 2-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that's going to be a walk to load the bases now. So the base is now loaded. So Angelina Alicet comes to the plate, 1 out, bases loaded. Alicet 0 for 1 on the night. This pitch comes in high for ball number 1. This pitch comes in, called strike 1. This one inside low for ball number 2. 2-1 the count now. Bases loaded, 1 out here for King in the top of the 4th inning. And this one inside for ball number 3. And this pitch gets the inside corner for strike number 1, or rather 2. So full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now Alicet going to foul this one off. And Alicet is going to get a base hit, and 1 run's going to come in. And another to tie the game. And here, how about 1 more for a 3 RBI double? And King takes back the lead. And it's a 4-3 game. And just nicely done. And the ball mishandled there in the outfield, allowing the runners to come in for King. And here comes Sidney Barmore, top of the lineup here. Barmore 1 for 2 with a single here. Runner at second, 1 out. 3 runs coming across here for King in the top of the 4th. And that was the 6th hit allowed. And this one's number 7, right up the middle. And it's going to be an RBI single up the middle. And Alicet going to come in. So a runner now at first. And we're going to have a meeting, and it looks like Moody's going to talk it out a little bit and going to have a possible change in the pitching. We'll see. There's already a couple of balls in the outfield mishandled. Throws were there, but just couldn't get on top of them. But 4 runs coming across here in the top of the 4th for King. And a little bit of a pep talk there from the coach, and they're going to stick with Pompa. So after an RBI single from Barmore, here comes Salinas. Salinas 0 for 1 with the walk. And ball gets away from the catcher, and the runner moves over. Two seconds, so Moody defense hurting here in this top of the 4th inning. And the count's 1-0, and here's the second pitch. And Salinas gets a piece of this one as she fouls it off over to the left. Past the home dugout for strike number 1. Evens things up at 1-1 now. And this pitch comes in low and outside for ball number 2. And this pitch comes in outside for strike number 2. Evens things up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And this one gets fouled off once again. Salinas in there battling with Pompa. And swing and a miss for strike number 3. And there's the throw. Salinas tries to beat it out. And that's the second out of the inning. So runner moves over to third. And here comes Gonzalez now. And Gonzalez swings, misses. Gonzalez 0 for 1 with the walk. And that one gets away from the catcher. It's going to be called ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Two and 1 now. Three balls, 1 strike. And this one fouled off. For strike number 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And this pitch put into play. Pompa makes the play. 4 out, number 3. So 4 runs come across on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base for King at the top of the 4th inning. So we're headed to the bottom of the 4th, and let's see if Moody can answer that 4-run inning by King. So back after this is Real Sports Live. Keep it here.
On our army, but we have many soldiers, from the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history. There are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 4th inning. Moody 2 up, leading things off here in the bottom of the 4th. Sienna Miller. So Miller with the leadoff single here to get things going for Moody. So here comes Nunez. And Nunez makes the play, and then there's the double play, the 6-4-3. Actually, it's going to be a 5-4-3, but the double play is there. So up next is Sanchez. So 2 out, nobody on here. Count 0-1. And Sanchez puts down the bunt, and it's going to be the 5-3 ground out. So no runs on 1 hit, there was no errors, and there was nobody left on base. And the bottom of the 4th inning. Quick inning here. We are through 4. We're headed to the 5th. Keep it here, ladies and gentlemen. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the 5th inning, leading off for the Mustangs is going to be Lauren Harper. Harper 0 for 2 on the night. And Harper going to pop this one up for the first out. So one out, and over to the plate is going to be Brooke Montes. Montes 2 for 2 with an RBI, a double and a single. And this pitch comes in outside for ball number 1. And this pitch comes in, ball number 2. So the count moves 2-0. And this pitch outside. And the count moves 3-0. And Montes is going to get on base via walk. So here comes Faith Cantu. Cantu 0 for 2 on the night. And she's going to fly out, but there's going to be an error. In left field, so she's going to get on E7. So runners now at first and second. And here comes Estrada. And Estrada going to get an RBI here, a couple of RBIs, and a 2 RBI double. To make it a 7-3 game. So here comes Foster. 1 on, 1 out here. And this pitch comes in for strike number 1. So 1-1 the count here for Libby Foster. Foster 1 for 1 with a walk. So the count comes up here to 2-2. And Foster pops this one up. And behind the catcher who lost it there. So the count 2-2, and Foster going to foul this one off behind her. And this pitch comes in inside, and Foster goes down looking for out number 2. Coming up to the plate, Angelina Aliced. Comes to the plate, runner on second, 2 outs. And she fouls this one off. Here's the pitch. This one comes in a little high for ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Aliced sends this one back. And she's going to fly out to center field for out number 3. And that's going to be the end of the inning. So two more runners come across there in the top of the 5th. And we are going to the bottom of the 5th inning, and it's a 7-3 lead for King over Moody. Keep it here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
An army, but we have many soldiers, from the infantrymen and women who guard our nation to the photographers that document our history. There are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and due up for Moody, it's going to be Alyssa Garza, followed by the top of the lineup, Abigail Garza and Danielle Pompa. So 9-1-2 due up here for the Trojans in the bottom of the 5th inning in a game where they trail 7-3. So we'll see what Garza has here as she leads things off. Well, actually, they're going to have a substitution, so it's not going to be Garza. So coming in, it's going to be number 14, Jenna Acuna. So Acuna with a leadoff single to get things going here for Moody. Back to the top of the lineup, Abigail Garza coming up to the plate. So 1 on, nobody out here for Garza. Moody trails by 4. And here comes Garza. She's going to fly out to center field for out number 1. So up next, the pitcher, Danielle Pompa. And this pitch comes in for strike number 1. Strada's had a pretty decent night, allowing 3 runs on 4 hits. A couple of scoreless innings. Here's the pitch from Estrada. This one comes in inside for ball number 2. So the count over to 2-1. And Pompa drives this one straight down the third base line, and it's going to go foul, and it's going to bring the count even to 2-2. And Pompa sends this one over. And there's a throw and a 6-4-3 double play turn. That's the second double play that the Corpus Christi King infield has turned tonight. And let's get a look at that one. Second time in 2 innings. 5-4-3 double play last time, so we'll check this one here. Straight over to the shortstop. Just nicely executed there. So no runs on 1 hit, there was no errors, and there was nobody left on base there in the bottom of the 5th. We're through 5, headed to the top of the 6th inning for Corpus Christi King. And due up is going to be Barmore, Salinas, Gonzalez. Keep it here. This is Real Sports Live. Back in a minute.
Since COVID-19 hit, we saw that there was quite a decrease in our sales. We had heard from another business that EDC was helping people with grants, and so we decided to give it a shot, and we were accepted. I would encourage you to contact the EDC and see if you qualify for one of these grants.
America has...
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the 6th inning. And City Barmore, top of the lineup, due up here for Corpus Christi King. Here's a pitch in from Pompa outside for ball number 1. And this pitch coming in low and outside for ball number 1. And Barmore hits this one right up the middle, and she's going to get on base. For a leadoff single here. So 1 on, nobody out here. This pitch comes in outside, gets away, and a runner gets over to second. And the ball gets away there for a second time, but nobody hurt there. pitch comes in for strike number 1. So the count even at 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. This one outside. Going to get the outside corner for strike number 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And this one comes in low, gets away from the catcher, and Barmore's going to be over at third now. There's another base taken. So runner now in scoring position. The count now at 2-2, no outs. And right up the middle, flying out, is Salinas. Nice play made there outside for out number 1. Keeps Barmore planted at third. So coming up next, Maya Gonzalez. 0 for 2 with the walk in 3 appearances for Maya Gonzalez. And this pitch comes in for strike number 1. This pitch comes in low and outside for ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on over at third. Here's a pitch from Pompa. This one comes in, just gets the outside corner for strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. For Maya Gonzalez. And swinging and missing. Gonzalez goes down swinging. And the runner stays over at third. And here comes Lauren Harper. And this pitch comes in low. Can be called ball. 1-0 the count. And Harper going to foul this one off. Going to be strike number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on, 2 out. Here in the top of the 6th inning for Corpus Christi King, which holds a 7-3 lead right now over hosting Corpus Christi Moody. And swinging a miss for Harper. That's strike number 2. So the count now 1-2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch from Pompa, and that one gets fouled off as Harper gets a piece of that one. And this one comes in high to even things up at 2-2. Harper getting a piece of that one. Lauren Harper in here battling, fouling off a couple. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 out, 2's all across the board. 1 runner over at third. And King trying to add to its lead here. It's already at 4. And this one comes in for strike number 3. So back-to-back strikeouts to end the innings, and that's no runs coming across on one hit, no errors, and one left on base for Corpus Christi King, top of the sixth. Headed to the bottom of the inning. Keep it here, ladies and gentlemen. This is Real Sports Live as 3-4-5 due up for the Moody Trojans in the bottom of the inning.
We have many soldiers, from the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history. There are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Annabella Guerrero in now in the 3 spot. So the count now 1-1 for Guerrero, leading off the bottom of the 6th inning here. And Guerrero going to ground out here to second baseman for the 4-3 putout. 4 out, number 1. And here comes Marissa Garcia. 1 away, nobody on base. 7-3 lead. Here's a pitch from Estrada, and this one fouled off by Garcia for strike number 1. And this is going to be a base hit for Garcia. And here comes Jewel Guerra. Guerra 0 for 2. And Guerra's going to get on the force out. And it's going to be out number 2. So here comes number 18, Sienna Miller. 2 on, 1 out. 2 out, 1 on. And Miller gonna hit it into the gap for a base hit. Now we're gonna have 2 on, 2 out now. Runners at first and second. And here comes Amaya Nunez. And Nunez hits this one over to the pitcher. Here's the play, and that's going to be the end of the inning. So no runs on 2 hits. There was no errors, and there was 1 left on base. We are through 6. We're headed to the top of the 7th inning, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it here. This is Real Sports Live. Back after this.
See the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past? First pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the top of the 7th inning here, and due up are the Corpus Christi King Lady Mustangs trying to add to their 4-run lead, and leading things off here is going to be number 6, Brooke Montes. Montes 2 for 2 with a walk and an RBI, and she's come across to score 2 runs. Early candidate for our player of the game here today. And this pitch is in for strike number 1. And Montes hits this one right up the middle, and another base hit for her. And she's been efficient here tonight. Montes 3 for 3 and a walk with an RBI and 2 runs scored. And here comes number 9, Faith Cantu. Cantu reached on an error in the outfield last time. So, but she's 0 for 2 otherwise, and this pitch comes in for strike number 1. And this one fouled off for strike number 2. So here's the 0-2 pitch from Pompa, and Cantu is going to reach on a fielder's choice, and there's a force out, and Montes is the first out. And here comes the pitcher, Frankie Estrada. Runner on first, 1 out. One ball, no strikes here. And this pitch comes in low for ball number 2. 2-0 the count here for Estrada. And they're going to call that strike number 1. Comes a little high. Estrada thought about it, but it's going to go down as a strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner on first, 1 out here. And this one comes in, a little outside for ball number 3. So 3-1 the count. And this one right up the middle, and it gets caught in the glove of Pompa. And the out's going to be there at first still. And what a play and what a throw to get Estrada out. That's going to be out number 1. Now let's see that replay as the Blues talk it over. And it's caught there. And there's the throw. And it looks like that was... It looked from our vantage point like it was going to be safe. But that's going to be the second out. And here comes Foster. Coming up, 2 outs, runner at second base now. And this pitch comes in down the middle low for ball number 1. And Foster pops this one up high, and the third baseman nearly had it, couldn't get it. And that was Guerrero who tried to get under it but just couldn't haul it in. So instead of the out, it's going to be strike number 1. And Foster puts this one in play. Pompa chases it down, and there's a ground out in the end of the inning. So no runs on 1 hit. There was no errors, and there was no 1 left on base. So we are headed to the bottom of the 7th inning. Last chance here for Moody. They're down to their last 3 outs. So keep it here, ladies and gentlemen. This is Real Sports Live. Back after this.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Last 3 outs for Moody as we enter the bottom of the 7th. Up to bat is going to be Sanchez, Meredith Sanchez, to lead things off here. 8-9-1 due up here for Moody in the bottom of the 7th. So Moody needs 4 runs here. And they're facing Estrada, who has thrown 4 scoreless innings, allowing 6 hits and just 3 runs so far. And this first pitch comes in, and it's a strike. And just a really, really strong outing for this King infield. They've turned 2 double plays here tonight. Just 1 error. And this pitch inside, this one over to third. There's the throw for the 6-3 put out for out number 1. 5-3, excuse me. And coming up, number 20, Alyssa Garza. Garza going to get on base. So 1 on, 1 out here. And Garza is going to move over to second. And this one hit over to short. There's the throw for out number 2. And that one is 6-3 ground out, and Garza's. And here comes Pompa. Runner at third now with 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. And Pompa pops this one up, and the shortstop's going to get under it, and that's the game. And the King Mustangs defeat the Moody Trojans 7-3, and that's going to do it here, folks. Thank you for tuning in for both games. We had Carroll and Victoria West in the first one. You can go watch that one back. You can actually watch all of tonight's action, whether it be here in Corpus or over in the Rio Grande Valley. A lot going on here tonight, so go watch us back on Facebook, Twitter, on YouTube, all our previously aired coverage and our live coverage. Watch us now, watch us later. So make sure to go see us on all those social media networks, wherever you guys do social media. That's at Real Sports Live, RIO Sports Live. Also check us out at realsportslive.com. So once again, the final here, King 7, Moody 3, and that's going to do it here. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Baseball coming up tomorrow. A couple of games here at Cabinets, 2 more softball games here on the slate, and a game at Whataburger Field. We'll have that and a little bit more here in the Coastal Bend, and also a bevy of coverage. A bevy of games coming up in the Rio Grande Valley as well. So make sure to go check that out. A lot going on tomorrow. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, good night.